The human journey, survival, purpose, and faith. What does it mean to be human? To survive, to strive, to seek something greater than ourselves. For thousands of years, humanity has battled against nature, against time, and sometimes against itself. But what really separates us from the other creatures of this earth? Is it our intelligence, our ability to create, or something far deeper, our search for meaning? And the human struggle, more than just survival. When we look at history, it's easy to get caught up in the physical struggle, hunting, gathering, building civilizations. But the deeper story is spiritual. Unlike animals who act on instinct, we are driven by something more, the need to understand why we are here. Take, for example, the earliest human societies. They didn't just fight for food and shelter. They built places of worship, left behind art, and sought to explain the world around them. This isn't accidental. It's part of our fitra, our natural disposition created by Allah, inclining us toward worship and purpose. The Quran and our place in the universe. The Quran reminds us, "And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me." Surah Ad-Dariyat 51-56. This verse answers a question philosophers have debated for centuries. What is the purpose of human existence? While other beings are programmed to follow their nature, birds migrate, fish swim, lions hunt, humans have been given something unique: free will. This free will comes with a challenge. Unlike the angels who obey Allah without question, we are given the choice to submit or to stray. And throughout history, that choice has defined the fate of civilizations. The rise and fall of civilizations, a spiritual perspective. Empires have risen to greatness through knowledge, justice, and morality, and fallen when arrogance, greed, and corruption took over. Look at the golden age of Islamic civilization, a time when scholars in Baghdad, Cordoba, and Damascus preserved and expanded knowledge in science, medicine, and philosophy. Their drive wasn't just curiosity, it was rooted in faith, the belief that seeking knowledge is an act of worship. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim." But when civilizations turned away from spiritual guidance, whether through arrogance, oppression, or moral decay, their downfall was inevitable. Just like Pharaoh's empire, which crumbled under its own arrogance, or the mighty Roman Empire, which rotted from within. This pattern is a warning and a lesson. Allah reminds us in the Quran, and that is how we replace one people with another. But you do not perceive. Surah Al-An'am 6:133. History is not just a series of random events. It's a cycle of tests, a constant reminder that without faith, knowledge, and power alone cannot save us. The modern world, have we lost our way? Now, here we are, in the modern age. We have conquered disease, built cities that stretch into the sky, and unlocked secrets of the universe. Yet, despite all this progress, we are more lost than ever. Mental health struggles, rising anxiety, loneliness. Why? Because while we have advanced externally, we have neglected internally. We have replaced faith with materialism, purpose with distractions, and deep reflection with endless scrolling. Allah warns us about this, but whoever turns away from my reminder will certainly have a miserable life. Surah Taha 20:124. Could it be that the very thing we are missing, the thing we have always sought, is the one thing we keep running away from, returning to our true nature? No matter how advanced we become, we are still human. And deep down, the fitra within us calls us back to our Creator. We see this in moments of crisis. When people face death, they call upon God, even if they never believed before. Why? Because deep down, the soul knows its Creator. This is why so many people, despite having wealth and success, feel empty, because they are feeding the body but starving the soul. Islam gives us a blueprint to reconnect: prayer, gratitude, and remembrance. These aren't just rituals, they are lifelines, a way to reset, to ground ourselves, to realign with the truth, a challenge to reflect. So here's a challenge for you. When was the last time you sat in silence and asked yourself, where am I headed? Not in terms of career, money, or fame, but in terms of your soul. Every civilization, every human before us has walked this path. Some found truth, others were blinded by the world. Which path will we take? Allah tells us, and whoever follows my guidance will neither go astray in this world, nor suffer in the hereafter. Surah Taha, chapter 20, 123. The choice is ours. Conclusion. So, as we continue this journey of life, let's not just chase survival. Let's seek something greater, truth, purpose, and a connection with our Creator. Because in the end, that is what being human is really about.